Hi, I'm Jessica Bates, Marketing Manager here at Sidco Filter Company. Today I'm with Derek Darling, President of Sidco Filter Company, who's here today to share some tips to help you reduce the impacts of rising costs. Derek, how is this year's market outlook for our industry?
Pretty undecided, I think, at this point. It's been a strange couple of years, as everyone knows, and things have gotten a little bit more stable in terms of supply chain, but I still think we are going to see some rising costs coming up in the new year. And it really comes down to labor. We'll see pretty much everything. I think will continue to have costs rising because of ongoing labor shortages. So, our suppliers are having to pay more for labor. We're having to pay more for labor, and I think that even in transportation, right, everybody's having a hard time finding people to do the work. So we're going to see a lot more increases related to labor and those kinds of things. I do think we've had some good movement in the right direction just in terms of supply chain stability and things coming from overseas are flowing better, but I think that we will continue to see some increases because of labor market and labor shortages ongoing.
So it sounds like we'll continue to see volatility with material costs, labor, transportation, and resulting in rising costs throughout all industries. So since those price increases are going to happen, what can we do to help our customers reduce the impacts of those rising costs and the volatile market?
Well, we work with our customers a lot on a lot of areas to help them save on costs, especially when we're planning ahead on ordering. We're looking for ways to reduce costs of the actual products they're ordering, and even try to help them save costs on shipping and freight charges. These are things we just do normally as part of our business here and Sidco to run efficiently.
Yeah, you're totally right. I know we're constantly looking for ways for us to run lean, work smarter, not harder, all of that stuff. I'm a big planner over here in marketing. What are ways our customers can plan ahead to reduce their costs?
Well, there's three things that we really recommend. One is either, stocking up themselves, placing a volume order. The other thing you can do is place a blanket order. So it's the same kind of thing as a volume order, but it's timed releases.
Mhm.
And then the other thing is to help back that up is to set up usage contracts or ongoing contracts with their customers. And that way they know they have a good flow of product from supplier to the customer.
So how do blanket orders, usage contracts, and ordering larger volumes save our customers time and money? Because it sounds like they would probably have to do more work up front or spend more upfront purchasing more at once. So how does this actually save them in the long run?
Sure. I mean, the whole thing is about securing the supply chain, right? So we're trying to think about how do we make sure that we have the things that we need to make product and to deliver that product. Filter customers usually are run on a regular turnaround of filters, and so it's good to have it set up with them to have a normal replacement cycle.
Mhm.
What we do here is when we get a large volume order or blanket order, we go out and we set blanket orders or large orders with our suppliers, and so it allows us to set our costs as well. It also helps us to set up to make sure that our suppliers are holding materials, are able to supply them on a quick turnaround, and that way we're able to have regular demand and delivery as well. And all those things, when we're able to plan ahead and understand what those things are, it saves us money, it saves helps our suppliers plan, helps us plan, and helps our customers plan and save money as well.
So just to kind of sum that up, planning ahead means that we are able to pass the savings on to our customers.
Correct.
And so our shipping department is always working with a pack schedule, but they really care about customer service and making sure our customers are getting the best shipping rates possible. What are some ways that our customers can save on shipping?
Well, there's two things that we really do here is that we really try to focus on with our customers. One is that we can drop ship directly to the end user, and we do that as a blind ship. We actually can put the distributor or the reseller pack lists and those kinds of documents right on the package, so it looks like they're coming directly from them. The other thing we've done a lot is just consolidate shipments instead of having, if you have 20 orders with Sidco over the month, instead of having 20 different shipments, we can consolidate that into 1 or 2 shipments on a skid load or a LTL shipment, and that actually helps save quite a bit as well.
And I know one other thing that helps with planning and shipping is not necessarily like a case quantity ordering, but filling up a pallet, ordering the max of whatever kind of filter you're getting that can be most efficiently shipped onto a pallet. I know that can save freight costs in the long run because less shipments over time.
Absolutely. Yeah, the more we can consolidate and do, a skid load or a LTL quantity, the better.
So that makes total sense. Just being more efficient with shipping and with how much transportation costs and lead times have increased. So making the most of your shipping and your freight, that's really got to add up over time.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of variability in shipping availability and in the cost of shipping. Another way customers can save on shipping is for them to use a very specific freight carrier. Usually, if they could set up an account and have worked through negotiated rates with a carrier that they choose, it really works well with them. They can negotiate better rates for their shipments as well, and that's something that we can help with in a couple different ways.
That's a good point. So you also mentioned how customers can reduce costs of the actual filters that they're ordering from Sidco. What are some ways they can do that?
Yeah, sometimes we see filters that are designed for a little bit overkill, and sometimes they're maybe just not optimized for the application they're being used in. So our technical sales team, can help evaluate the filters that are being used, and maybe there's a better design for their use. Sometimes it's reducing material costs, and maybe they don't need quite as much media or need a smaller filter. Sometimes it's actually better to have more media or a larger filter and fewer changeouts. It really just depends on the application. And when we're able to do that and understand those costs, it's something that we can pass on to our customers.
And we know that using the right filter protects the equipment and reduces energy consumption for the end user, which is reducing cost over time and your total cost of ownership, of that equipment.
Exactly. Another way we're able to help customers save on costs is by switching like a metal end cap filter over to a molded end cap filter. That reduces the cost by, eliminating a couple of the different components, right? So if you have a metal end cap filter, you're having to pot the metal end cap, and then you're also having to add a gasket to the end of it. So by just reducing it down to one component, and that's molded end, and it's got a nice seal, it actually reduces the number of components. And right now metal is expensive, so using metal end caps is actually driving cost of filters up quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Are there any other ways that can reduce cost, between material, labor, shipping, all that stuff?
I think that the main thing is just, like we've talked about before, it's just planning ahead, save on costs, and minimizing, the supply disruption. Lead times on everything have gone out a bit, and so we're being able to plan and know when things are going to be delivered is better. So larger volume orders, blanket orders, these usage contracts, you can save on shipping costs by doing some drop shipping, managing batching multiple shipments into a consolidated shipment, and then negotiating shipping rates with your freight providers. And lastly, we can save on filters by just using the right filter for the job and switching to molded end versus a metal end. Some of the different design aspects are things we can help with as well. So
awesome. Those are some great points and great tips for just working more efficiently, hopefully saving our customers some money, letting them streamline things. And I also will add some additional info that we have on our website with things like the benefits of switching from metal to molded end filters, or a little more detail on how to set up blanket orders and these sort of things. So I'll link those in the notes below for all of you watching. And Derek, thanks so much for joining me and talking about our Sidco sales tips.
Yeah, thanks. It's been fun.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming, and stay tuned for our next Sidco sales tip. Have a great week.